Hello, Steve White, Steve White 89 here. Discovery at the Emmys. This is interesting. I should be out doing stuff today, but I saw this and I thought I have to make a video about this. Okay. The original Star Trek series was nominated for several Primetime Emmy Awards. It was nominated for Best Series, Drama Series in 67, Best Drama Series in 68, not 69, but Season 3 we all understand. Leonard Nimoy was nominated for Best Supporting Actor 1967, 1968, 1969, each year that Star Trek was on the air and eligible for a nomination. Now, I was kind of shocked to find out that Star Trek The Next Generation only got one Primetime nomination. It's last year it got Best Dramatic Series. So that's a huge award. It was a huge sign of respect for the show. It's the only syndicated genre show to ever get a Primetime nomination like that. And it got, I think, 34 other nominations, but they were all creative Emmy nominations. So Star Trek Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise all got a large selection of technical awards: makeup, hair, sound design, music. Now, I think some of these should be made in Primetime Emmy Awards, like music, things that are really central, not so much special effects, makeup, stuff like hair. So I kind of understand, but I was kind of shocked to see that Star Trek Next Generation, they didn't get any nominations for acting. I thought Patrick Stewart had. Back in the day, I must have got the main drama Emmy nomination confused with the acting, but I was sure he got a nomination for Best Acting somewhere along the line. I'm kind of shocked at that. I'm not so much surprised at the other shows. They weren't as successful as Next Gen, and the last two, of course, were on UPN, and they were syndicated, so they got a certain amount of respect from the Academy, but not a lot. Now, Discovery. First year Discovery, it just got 2 nominations in the Technical Awards, one for makeup and one for... crap, I've lost it already. I have actual notes. Oh yeah, makeup and sound editing. And the second year, which is a bit desperate. They got makeup and sound and FX, but they also got title design. So title design is a Primetime Emmy Award. So they managed to get in for that, and they got nominated, because I guess they spent a fair amount of money on the titles, even though I think they're un-Star Trek, uninteresting. I don't like them. The music is okay, but the effects, it's trying to be Game of Thrones meets Dune. I don't know, it just looks like a bunch of things floating around the desert. I don't know, it just doesn't, it's not Star Trek, it doesn't say Star Trek. Star Trek is in space. And it's interesting, if you actually polarize and do a negative video of it, and it reverses, it makes all the white black, all the black white blah blah. It actually looks interesting. It almost looks like Star Trek titles. That's the one that I have if I ever watch Discovery, because not that I've bought Discovery, so of course I can't have any Discovery because that would be wrong. But I've got the title sequence in negative reverse. That's the only one I have that I would watch. Now, so yes, so basically they join the club of Star Trek series nominated for Primetime Emmys. However, the other 2 nominations, the original Star Trek and Next Gen, got Best Drama Series and Best Acting. This one, Discovery, out of pure desperation, got into the category, into the awards show. They get to go to the awards show and act like they're being nominated for something real, for title design. What they didn't get nominated for: writing, directing, acting, producing. Now, admittedly, some of these, the other Star Trek, haven't been nominated for as well. But the difference is, if you listen to Discovery fans, and CBS Discovery is the greatest Star Trek show ever made. It is the best science fiction show ever made. It has just changed the game. It is blah, 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 blah. It's just all crap. They haven't been nominated for anything that matters. Not really. Now, in the Technical Awards, now I must admit, they got 4 this year. Yeah, I did cover them. They got 4 this year. Now, I think production-wise, it's a bit of a divide here. Production-wise, they do have quality. The effects are good quality. The makeup is questionable. I mean, I could see Spock's eyebrow application when I was watching it. They were not done well enough for HD, so actually I actually think they're subpar. Now, if you do HD episodes of Next Generation, that you'll see the makeup and lines in the original series, but they weren't designed for HD. They were designed for standard TV, television, where you would never would have seen that detail. Discovery's done for HD. You should not be able to see lines where the makeup joins. You should not be able to see the difference between the makeup and the skin. You should not be able to see Spock's eyebrows. Like, it was distracting, and I wasn't looking for it like, oh, I'm trying to find problems in Discovery. I was watching it, and I'm just like, oh. Because I was thinking, oh, did he shave? How did that? And then I'm like, oh. And then I actually looked, I'm like, oh, you can see how they've put the, oh, wow, that's really high definition. It was pretty bad. I remember that. So how they can even get nominated when the makeup, the quality is just not there. The design is there, although it doesn't suit Star Trek. The actual alien designs are interesting and beautiful, and for any other TV series or for other aliens on Star Trek they'd work, but the Klingons and that, they're just wrong. But you can't blame the designers for that, though, unfortunately, because they were ordered to do it that way. They were told, make it look different, make them look more alien, don't make them look Klingon, don't, because of all the licensing issues and all that crap. So they probably could have done some great Klingon designs if they were allowed to. They probably could have done all the other aliens really well, but they couldn't because they actually weren't allowed to. So you can't really blame them. So I don't mind them getting the nominations. For design, they deserve it. For sound, the special effects. Now, the special effects, again, are wrong for Star Trek. They're too dark. They don't look realistic. They look very computer game animated. They're cinematic in a way, but the quality is not there. The rendering's not there. They don't look like real ships. They look contrasty and cartoony. So certain things they deserve cinematography, design, but not necessarily the application literally of the makeup or the effects. Now, you could argue they wanted that style. They wanted the visual effects to look like that. But I think it comes more down to they were rushing because the producers didn't have their shit together, and they had to do a lot of reshoots, and they had to a lot of things were done last minute. The show was 6 months late, I think, in the first place, the first season. Second season, they were struggling to get things done on time, and they did see there were stories of them spending too much money in the beginning with effects and the production, and then running out towards the end, so things were rushed. So quality-wise, I don't think they really deserve it for the application and the actual creation of the effects and that. The design, I think, is beautiful, and the people who worked on that are talented, and even though it's all wrong for Star Trek, it was meant to be done that way because they were ordered that way. They were hired to do that. That's their job. So they did their job. I think there are some nominations actually deserved, but I'm so glad it didn't get writing or direction or acting or production or best drama series or any of the important awards, because it doesn't deserve any of them. The original Star Trek deserved what it got, maybe even more. Next Gen deserved more. I'm really surprised that none of the actors got acting awards. I thought they have got awards on other award shows for acting that, but I thought they'd gotten it for Emmy. So I was quite shocked to see only one Primetime Emmy nomination after the original series for the Next Generation, which I think at the last minute they said, whoa, this show's great. I think we need to give them something. We better, you know, it was for some reason, the Academy seemed, and the industry seemed to appreciate Star Trek The Next Gen, but there seemed to be some syndication bias or something like that that I think stopped it getting the nominations, and the same with the other series. I haven't really researched it because I just found out today, because I knew it got a lot of Emmy nominations, but I didn't realise they were all arts ones. So yes, Discovery got 4 nominations. Let me just double check I've got this right. Yeah, visual effects, outstanding visual effects, outstanding prosthetic makeup. See, makeup design could have gotten, would deserve it. Prosthetic makeup, the actual application, it's bad in some cases. Some of the aliens are good, some of the aliens are bad. Spock the Vulcan's awful. Spock's eyebrows, you could tell they were like little hairs stuck on plastic, glued onto his face, and he had like wax over his eyebrows or something. It's just really obvious. Not even Zachary Quinto on the big screen, he shaved his eyebrows. Spock's eyebrows looked real. I never saw a shot in that film where you could tell it was an application. But Discovery, I noticed it quite a bit. Sound editing, that's fine. And visual effects, yeah. So I kind of get all these, except the main title design is just an act of desperation. They just wanted a primetime nomination. They wanted to get into the ceremony, so they go on the red carpet. Hey, Star Trek's nominated for it. That was so great. No, it's your title sequence, which should not even be. I mean, if music isn't important to a series, how is a title? I mean, it should be a Creative Awards Emmy nomination for title design, and the fact that it isn't is the only reason why they were able to get into it. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going on. But yeah, 4 nominations: special effects, prosthetic makeup, sound design, main title design, all of them creative, and 1 primetime, but it's a stretch. So I guess good luck, Discovery. Maybe you'll win one. Which would suck, now I think about it, because the original series and Next Gen didn't win any of those awards. They got primetime nominations, but they didn't actually win. Now, because this is basically a technical award and it's a visual thing, it just occurred to me, the horror has just struck. They could actually win and actually have a primetime award that none of the other series have. It doesn't count for crap. But still, they would lord that over the other Star Trek fans. The Drekkies would go crazy. Oh, I'm just going to leave off on that. It's a bit too traumatic to really think about. Well, thanks for watching. Feel free to like or subscribe and comment. Tell me what you think of Next Gen not getting any actual primetime awards except for that one last one. I was shocked. Thanks. Bye.